We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the San Francisco Giants and the Chicago Cubs. The Cubs have played excellent baseball of late. They'll try to bring their win streak to a baker's dozen next. Sum Igawa, a Japanese left-hander, is tasked with the starting job. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Stepping into the box, Raul Mendoza, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Ready to deliver, here's the first pitch. First of 3 here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike 1. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year you get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Armstrong has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
The third baseman, Teddy Morales.
Next to bat for the Giants, Teddy Morales, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now the pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. And it'll be important to stay warm tonight. A chilly 44 degrees here at first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone-cold take.
And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Pitch on the way. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting third.
Striding in, Joseph Arnold. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Strike taken. Good pitch on the lower part of the zone. And there are our umpires for this one. Working the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Line to the right side, but a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. Giants down in order, and now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Michael Santana, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Wow, he was awfully good in his last one. A complete game victory. We'll see if he'll be as good in this one as he was in his previous start.
Now to the plate, Adam Greenberg. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The center fielder, Adam Greenberg.
Here's the pitch. Trying to bunt his way on, but this is popped up. And the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here.
Batting second, the left fielder, Pete Armstrong.
Stepping in now, Pete Armstrong, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Guys, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I always felt like these were huge games, whether it's earlier in the season or later in the season, to find a way to get to 500. You feel like you can start fresh and start pushing in a different direction. You cannot continue to ride that seesaw of win one, lose one. This team has to get hot. Starts today.
Greenberg aboard here at first with nobody out. And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. From the belt, kicks and deals. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Defense has got to be on their toes right here. 3-2 count. Runner on first has got some serious wheels. You know he's probably being put in motion.
Now the payoff pitch home. Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They're in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Ryan Buckner.
At the plate now, Ryan Buckner, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. He enters here right at the 290 mark. 3 homers and 14 driven in. A 1 pitch on its way. That just misses off the inside for ball 1. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Has a look, now the pitch. He pulls this one into right. But this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out.
Batting fourth, the shortstop, JC Embry.
Coming to the plate now, J.C. Embry, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. From the stretch.
Count 1-0.
First and second now, 1 man out. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. The 2-0 on the way is taken, strike one. Over at the knees, and that's the second strike.
Great job on those last two pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Runners are at first and second with one away. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Full count now, 3-2.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Full count still. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Drilled on the ground to short. And that's through, a base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Boy, what a battle there, Dero. Several pitch at bat right there. He threw everything but the kitchen sink, and he was still able to get an RBI base hit.
And Dan, I can't tell you, the longer the ABs go, usually, I'll tell you, you get in that swing mode where if he throws the rosin bag, you're pulling the trigger on it. Wait for him to settle in his zone and not come outside of it and end up getting a knock.
Sammy Sosa comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one.
This is exactly the situation you drew up from an offensive standpoint. Good pitcher on the mound, but you got a chance to bury him early in this one.
Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. First and second now, one man out. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are two gone.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
In is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball one.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Two down, runners at first and second. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 pitch.
I got 3-1. 3 balls.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
3-1. Here it is. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
Wow, he's looking awfully shaky to start this game, guys. That's 3 hits and a walk. And there's no doubt that he's fighting himself right now. See if he can get this train back on the rails here.
The next Cub up, Ben Zobrist. And a great chance here for the Cubbies to add on in just the first inning. From the belt, kicks and deals. Liner towards second. That's in there. Base hit. 1 run scores. And he is in there.
Hey, this pitcher better make an adjustment. That's a lot of loud contact. That's 4 bullets in the first inning to open up this game.
Standing in now, Jesse Padilla saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. So they pick up 3 runs on 4 hits here. No errors and a couple of men left. On now to the top half of inning number 2. It's the Cubs 3 and the Giants nothing. So striding forward now, Nick Livingston. And he'll put his 9-game hitting streak on the line in this one.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch on its way. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
The windup and the 0-1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. And there's ball 2 now.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Fouled away. Now the 3-2 pitch. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
At the plate, Adrian Manuel, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He'll come in here at 259, 6 home runs and 15 RBIs. The 1-0.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Line drive snagged on a short hop. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
And that'll bring up Buster Posey. Here it comes.
Hey.
2 out, nobody on. 0-2, the count to Posey.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Got him. Maybe the best palm ball he's thrown, and that'll end it. Giants are down 1-2-3. They trail in this one 3-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Sum Higawa.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Pitch on the way. That's popped up. Bogarts has a play, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Up next for the Cubs, the center fielder, Adam Greenberg.
Striding in once again, Adam Greenberg. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. But a foul ball here. 0-1. And the pitch. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. One out, nobody on. Swinging a soft liner. And no chance on the throw here as he reaches first easily.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knot.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle, and you know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Set and the pitch. Pete Armstrong will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
This is a tough guy to turn two on. It's got to be hit hard. If you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
Runner at first here, one man out. There he goes. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
The 2-1 home. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
You know, I kind of see why his ERA is so high coming into this one. He's just putting these guys in too many good hitters counts. That'll catch up with you real quick.
Runner at second here with one man out. Definitely a fastball swing there, but a good time for the changeup. It's full 3-2.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup or do you stay with the heater?
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
Digging in to try it again, Ryan Buckner, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Livingston is there, 2 down.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, J.C. Embry.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, J.C. Embry. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. First pitch on its way. Right on the inside, Black taken for a called strike. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. Cubs strand a couple, but they lead it 3-0. And that brings in Xander Bogaerts. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
The pitch.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. It's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all 4 quadrants.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Greenberg will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1. And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central. Stepping into the box, Reggie Rivas. First pitch of the at-bat. And that's the first hit in this one for the Giants.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8, 9-hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
Runner back standing. Into the box now, Michael Santana, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Runners on first with 1 down. One strike pitch is a fastball high, and that evens things at 1. He's running. Strike taken, the throw. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly.
Well, so much for that first hit of the game. Tried to press their luck and move him up to second with the steal, but it didn't work out.
Ready on 1 and 2. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Giants are down quietly, still down 3-0. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Digging in for his second at-bat, Sammy Sosa. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Hoo-wee! That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
The windup and the 0-1.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
This is the only guy in the lineup that struck out so far, and now he finds himself in the hole with 2 strikes.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
In now, Jason Kipnis. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. The left-handed hitting Kipnis awaits the 1-0. And that one misses badly. It's ball two. Bases are empty, one man out. Hopped up. Morales is under it. He's got it, and there are two down now.
Now batting, third baseman, Zobrist.
Standing in, Ben Zobrist, who was able to plate two with a base hit in his first appearance. And the pitch. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes. Ball 3.
That's a good job right there. You very rarely see pitchers double up where they go a pitch inside. Normally they'll go back outside, but he followed that up with another pitch on the inside part of the plate.
And take a good look there as this misses for ball 4, and the Cubs have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, he's really laboring in the early going here. That's his third walk of the game already. We'll see if he can get it together, or if this is just one of those days where he's going to have to grind his way through this start.
Digging in now, Jesse Padilla, 0 for 1 here in the early going. From the stretch. And it's fouled away. Now the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
The 1-2. And he chased it in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Cubs strand 1. They lead it 3-0. Digging in, Raul Mendoza. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Raul Mendoza.
First delivery to him on the way.
No.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Outside, 3-0 now.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
This is only their second base runner of the game after that earlier hit. Tough to score when you don't have anyone on base, so we'll see if they can get something going here.
Settling in now, Teddy Morales. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Below the zone, a swing and a miss. Nobody out, runner on first. Pitch out, nothing doing. The 1-1.
That's inside.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Now the 2-1 pitch. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. Again, another foul ball. No runs, just one hit, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Now the payoff pitch home is in there. A called strike 3. Ready for another chance. Joseph Arnold. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. No runs, just one hit, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. And that's right there, and we're even at 1.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Now a throw over, and he'll dive back in. The 1-1 home is in there for strike number 2. Here's a look over to first. Back in standing. Runner at first here, 1 man out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. Here's a high pop-up. Zobrist is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The batter, the right fielder, Nick Livingston.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Nick Livingston. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Throw over to the bag, and he's back standing. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. In there, and it's even at 1. One and one. Here it comes. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Now a throw over.
No, he's in there.
2 out with the man at first. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Now the 2-1. Runners on the move for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. Hit high and deep to right center. Long run for the right fielder. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. Giants leave 1. They trail it here 3-0. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Sum Igawa. He flew out in his last at-bat.
The pitcher, Sum Igawa.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1. Here's a cutter that's off the plate. 1-1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Down the third baseline. He's got it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The batter, the center fielder, Adam Greenberg.
Ready for another shot now. Adam Greenberg. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch fouled off. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. Liner towards second. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Off the bat, that had soft base hit written all over it, but a nice snag there by the infielder on that soft liner that could have been a potential base hit.
At the plate, Pete Armstrong. He, of course, the most valuable player in last summer's All-Star game. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And another foul ball. Stays alive, still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Giants to discuss his thoughts on the San Francisco lineup so far. And he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. All the way up and down the lineup, he said he's seeing swings break down and result in soft contact. He said some of that is pitch selection, some of it is poor swing mechanics, and some of it is a lack of focus. But either way, the message down here is that they need to find ways to make adjustments in the box, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
The first baseman, Adrian Manuel.
First delivery to him on the way. Hit on the ground toward the left. Taken in by Zobrist. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, the catcher, Buster Posey.
Coming to the plate now, Buster Posey, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Now here's the pitch.
Oh, that's in.
Posey sees the ball really well when facing left-handed pitching and generally picks up a lot of hits against southpaws. He isn't known for displaying a ton of power, however, in these matchups.
Yeah, in today's game, when you're hearing the word launch angle, I don't think it applies to him against left-handed pitching. He can put a lot of balls in contact. He doesn't get himself into too many count leverage situations and tries to go deep too much. Just a guy who really puts bat to ball.
Two balls and 2 strikes to the Giants catcher. This is foul right side. The 2-2 one more time is laid off of for ball number 3.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
3-2 pitch. Down the left field line and deep, and that will end up a foul ball. Ripped on the ground to first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Xander Bogart.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the power hitting shortstop Xander Bogaerts. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball 1. Count 1-0.
The 1-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
The 1-1. Pops this one up, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Yeah, man, he's locked in and pretty dominant since the first, so as long as he can get back in that groove with the next batter, he's not going to worry too much about it.
So now to the plate, Reggie Rivas, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. A base hit in his first trip.
Nope.
Missed low and inside with it. 1-1. And he missed with the slurve, so it goes to 2-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Fouled away.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Here now the 2-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. One left for San Francisco. They trail in this one 3-0. So striding in, Ryan Buckner. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
It's very difficult being a switch hitter, and very rarely you see the same hitter from both sides of the plate. He's a far superior hitter from the left side as opposed to the right side.
And that misses for ball 1. One and one, the count to the Cubs' first baseman. Two balls and a strike. Line drive to left. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, JC.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, J.C. Embry. He's set. Here it comes.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. That evens it up 1-1. That's right there at the belt. 1-2 now. A runner at first with no outs here. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Into the corner and slicing foul. The 2-2 one more time. Sliced hard down the left field line. And this is going to be a fair ball heading out toward the 355 sign on the ivy.
Dan, as a former pitcher, are you privy to this guy? I mean, he's been swinging the bat well. I know it's only April, but he's been using the entire field, staying line to line.
That's what makes it so hard as a pitcher. When you can't go one way when you pitch a guy in, he pulls it. When you throw it away, he hits it the other way. He's having that ability right now just to be able to get the barrel to it, and he's having a real strong beginning this season.
Cedric Worth comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are 2 on here with nobody out. Sammy Sosa will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. Has a look, now the pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Hey, 2 options if you're standing on the bump right now. Have to find a way to punch this guy's ticket or roll a double play.
First and second here with nobody out. And it's quickly 0-2. From the belt, the pitch. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
The 1-2. Grounder down the line at third. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
Looked like he was a little over aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
None out, runners at first and second. Ripped down the first base line. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Dan, that's a nice RBI base hit on a hard grounder down the first base line. If the first baseman's holding him right there, it's probably a double play, but not the case.
No question about it, Dero. Sometimes it's a game of inches, and that ball hit where vacated where the first baseman, if he was holding on, that would probably have been one of those 3-6-3 double plays. Instead, it's down the line for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Jason Kipnis. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
That's wide, 2-0.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Now the 2-0. Finds the zone, strike 1.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. In there, 2-2.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Good time to try to put the ball down in the strike zone. You can either get a strikeout or a potential double play ball.
Throw over to the bag, and he'll get back in standing. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Always tough for one of these base umpires to make a call on a guy's check swing. It's not a great angle, and everything happens so quickly, so they really have to be paying attention out there. Looking at the replay, I think he got it right, so that's a tip of the cap for the Blue.
Ben Zobrist is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Now a throw over to first, and the runner back easily. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And that misses 1-1. Has a look, now the pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Not likely to see a fourth fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Reined in. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Brian Metzger will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Number 1, Brian Metzger.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch, wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Down and in as he's forced to back out of the way that time. Smoke toward the hole, and that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench, and he's aboard here to lead off the inning.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Standing in now, Raul Mendoza, as he'll take one on the inside corner at the knees. It's strike 1. Nobody out, runner on first. A ball and a strike to the Giants leadoff man.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
The 1-1. Runners off for second. Pitch inside. The throw is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely. So they still haven't picked up an extra base hit in this one, but that stolen base at least gets him a guy in scoring position.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly what the manager was thinking there, Matt. Hey, if we aren't driving the ball with any authority today, we need to make something happen in a different way. They only need a single to the outfield now to push a run across.
3-1 to him now. A runner at second, nobody out. 3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
Hey, it's tough when your team is being held scoreless on the scoreboard. He was trying to put him on the board with a swing like that one.
Here's the 3-2. Into right field. That's a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Now batter.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Into the box, Teddy Morales. Center fielder on the run. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at the deficit. Ready once again, Joseph Arnold. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes this the other way to right. Sosa is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The batter, the right fielder, Nick Livingston.
And that'll bring up Nick Livingston. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. comes set and the 0-1.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
Throw over to first and the runner back. 2 out with the man at first. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now a throw over and the runner back safely. And there he goes towards second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in scoring position and a lot easier to drive in.
Armstrong is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 2 hits for the Giants lead to a run in the inning. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. It's the Cubs 4 and the Giants 1. Trey Mize enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 33, Trey Mize.
Digging in once again, Jesse Padilla.
The catcher, Jesse Padilla.
First pitch on its way. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants bullpen. The 2-1. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Here comes the first pitch. Some Igawa is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Here's the pitch. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider.
I know that feeling. Played 14 years in the big leagues and still can't hit a slider.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. This is popped up. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for out number 2.
Now batting, center fielder, Adam Greenberg.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Adam Greenberg. He's 2 for 3 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And the off-balance throw is right there for the 3rd out, and a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they lead it 4-1. Now at the plate, Adrian Manuel. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
The first baseman, Adrian Manuel.
First pitch on its way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. The windup and the 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Pitch on the way.
Ball, that's down.
Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
3-2 pitch. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
Well, when you've been out there as long as he has, you have to expect to lose a little precision in your location. He's up over 90 pitches now, so he might be starting to tire a little bit. Something to keep an eye on.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And that'll bring up the former World Series champ, MVP, and Rookie of the Year, Buster Posey. From the belt, the pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. Sosa is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first out.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
So a runner at first now with one away, and that'll bring up the shortstop and one of the better two-strike hitters in baseball, Xander Bogaerts. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Looks like he's got a good feel for that two-seam fastball this far into the game. He's used it really effectively tonight.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss on the slurve that time. It's 1-2.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
Rolled slowly down the first baseline. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
To the plate now, Reggie Rivas, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 0-1 delivery. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Armstrong is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Giants leave one. They trail it 4-1.
7th inning stretch.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Maxwell Place will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Lorenzo Montoya will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Now at the plate, Pete Armstrong. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch.
Down 1-1.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back, off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
This is a pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
Into the box now, Ryan Buckner. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And the off-speed pitch is taken here, a ball and a strike. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. And that's the second out.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, J.C. Embry.
So here's the cleanup hitter, J.C. Embry. He singled his last time up. First offering on its way. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, he's digging for second. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Ready now, Jason Kipnis. No hits to this point. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on a ball inside. 0-1. But facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Kipnis is hitting over 350 up in the high 300s.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
This pitch is popped up, and no one will get this one. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. A ball and 2 strikes to Kipnis.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
Just hung in there on that one. Pulled high in the air out to right field. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Into the box now, Lorenzo Montoya. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line to shortstop, and there's one away.
The center fielder.
With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the two starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ball game.
Digging in and looking for more, Raul Mendoza. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Here comes the first pitch.
Nope.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
Now the 1-0.
That's ball 2.
Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. 8th inning, 4-1 is our score. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. Now the pitch. Hit weakly back to the mound. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Teddy.
Digging in, Teddy Morales. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
First delivery to him on the way. And this is in the air now, out to left. Armstrong is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Cubbies are in front, 4-1. Will Studer will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season.
Number 6, Will Studer.
Bottom of the inning now, and next will be the switch-hitting third baseman, Ben Zobrist. And the pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Mendoza patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
The catcher, number 3, Jesse Padilla.
So in now for Chicago, Jesse Padilla. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he runs that one high and tight for ball 1.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. One and 2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 2-2 to the Cubs catcher. The 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
Freddie Santiago will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Santiago.
Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order, but they lead it 4-1. Thomas Nicholas takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Thomas Nicholas.
Striding in to start the 9th, Joseph Arnold, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, not an easy thing to do to try to come back and tie a game or take the lead off of a guy like this, one of the game's elite closers.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Hey, you want someone sometimes to rattle the bat rack, but also the guy on the mound's got to eat too. They're executing their pitches out there. It's going to be tough to score some runs.
Hard liner to center field, and he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. 9th inning's underway with a leadoff man aboard via the single.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
So now to the plate, Nick Livingston, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Weak grounder back to the mound. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Adrian.
Now in the box, Adrian Manuel. Here comes the first pitch. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. The 0-1 on its way. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Here's Buster Posey now, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
One and 1, here it is. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down.
Last strike here for the Giants.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Wow, another game and another night to celebrate another victory. I'm just excited we've been able to be here to witness this amazing streak. There's nothing prettier in the world than good baseball, and that's just what they're giving us.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. The Cubbies hosted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Sam Higawa wins his 3rd of the season as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Michael Santana was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Thomas Nicholas hammers down the save, his 11th of the campaign. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The victorious Chicago Cubs.